Welcome back, everybody. This week's session is about sleep or lack of sleep. And what is lack of sleep? And what's the most important thing about sleep? Main reason for me doing this video is staying up until almost 5 a.m. last night to finish the work I had to do for today and getting up at 7:30. And usually when you do that one time, then it's pretty easy and I enjoy it, and because it's just what's right to do at that moment. And sometimes you have to do that more often than you feel like it's good for you, basically. Or you don't sleep enough because you can't. Not because of something you do, but because of something you can't do, which is sleeping. Because you can't calm down enough to sleep because you're so overagitated. And the core of my message today is saying that the most valuable thing about sleep, the most valuable thing about sleep that I can feel, that I can see and realize is rest. It's not so much about sleeping as it is about resting. And usually rest, like deep rest, is very, very necessary to stay healthy and feeling well. And for most people, sleeping is the only way they can get a feeling of deep rest. And the message again is that you do not necessarily need sleep for deep rest in the essence. And I still think it is a very appreciable way of deep rest, and it's very important for most people. But just to be a little more free with it, I think it's good to know that it really, really is much more about a feeling of deep rest. And when you can live in a state where you can continuously tap into the feeling of deep rest, then you would realize that you really do not need as much sleep on one hand, and if something happens that makes it so you don't get the amount of sleep you would sign up for, like for a lot of people it happens when they get a baby, and it is can be really, really tough, but then they don't take the time in between in the days to just rest, and instead they try to make everything, for example, as much as they can around the baby when they have short phases of where the baby sleeps, but then they completely were out of energy because those were times where they could have deep rest, and they missed the chance basically because they are too caught up in the idea of sleep would have had to be at night and I didn't get it, and that sucks, and now I just basically have a problem and there's nothing I can do about it. Just try to get deep rest, feeling of deep rest. And if you want some assistance and some further guidance and understanding on what that means and how to do that, you can have a look at the School of Nothing website, my website, and the upcoming online course for March, in case you're interested in deepening down on that. So I wish you a great time and a wonderful day and a lot of deep rest.